Okay, there we go. Everything seems to be working. Okay, cool. Um, still no word from the other individual, the other player. Uh, if he shows up, he shows up. But we're just gonna keep on.
Yeah, and
We're
hopefully
gonna
by that time we're past Hearthfire and we're going straight to the Metallic Dragon, so he doesn't.
Hearthfire.
Possibly. We'll see how fast you travel and if anything happens on the way, stuff like that. Okay, so basically what happened last time, in New Hedge, some crazy stuff went down. Almost getting arrested and detained because one of the party member decided to make a little public display of his
Booty.
backside.
Yeah, how could you do that, Onavok? That is so not
What?
cool.
Get out of here!
But instead of talking to the guards or like, oh, sorry, we're sorry, we won't do that again. No, they just booked it and ran, trying to run out of the city.
Well,
Teleported.
Sarquin was going to, like, after, like, the guy was following him, he was going to be like, ugh, fine, what is it? And then Onavok was like, oh, yeah, dude, we can totally get out of here. I have a plan. Do you trust
No, it's like,
me?
do you trust me?
Yeah.
Which almost resulted in you getting fired on with crossbows and arrows.
I don't know magic, though,
taken
so
it.
it's okay.
Yeah.
But you reluctant, but you went back to New Hedge after Misty stepping out with just Onavok and Sarquin out in the wilderness outside, leaving the rest of the party behind in New Hedge, surrounded by guards. You went back in, sorted everything out, paid the fine, and left immediately. Some other stuff happened with Eliza too. That happened.
Yeah, and we can't ever go back to that city. It's already been established, and never going back there.
Pretty much. You've basically said, no, we're not going there anytime soon, ever again. But you set off, and you're on your way to bypass Hearthfire entirely, and go straight to Maryville instead. Because that's where the Metallic Dragon is supposed to live. So you traveled out for the rest of the day that you could, out a little bit past New Hedge, and from what you gathered from New Hedge to Maryville, if you made a straight beeline towards it, if you knew the area, that is, which you don't, which will take a little bit longer to get there. If you knew the area well, you could beeline it and get there in like a month of travel.
We could
To the
stop and ask
dragon?
for directions.
Yeah, it's at least a month to Maryville, the city itself, if you knew the exact route to go.
We have a map.
We should ask for directions.
Yes, you have a map. You have a general map, but you don't know exactly what's in the map. So that does cut it down a little bit, but it's still weeks to get there from New Hedge, where you just set off.
Well, we don't want to go to Maryville. We just want to go to the place around it.
Is the
Yeah, you
Metallic
don't-
Dragon in between Hearthfire and Maryville?
That's what just was put there. All that the dragon said was, "Oh, I'm near Maryville." You don't know where. He's just near it. So you don't
Fun.
know. You don't know where. You just know it's around there somewhere. But
Detect Dragon.
I mean, so you after the first day of travel, you wake up at dawn. Well, not at dawn. You wake up rested. New etching on your armor in the symbol that you
Beautiful.
distinguished. It looks really awesome just because of how much time you spent on that armor. Because you only have to meditate for 4 hours. Elves. You've woken up and you're on your way in the general direction of Maryville. Anything you want to do, talk about, anything like that before I just go into seeing if something happens?
One of the days, like the very first day
Okay, which
of
would be
travel from there.
technically right now would be the first real day of travel.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna forgo using all of my magic for the next day and try to safely imbue the symbiote with magic.
This will be fun.
Like that night. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
During my meditation, I'm going to be like focusing all my magical energy to try to, I don't know, force enchant the symbiote. I don't know how that would work.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Or if it would.
An Arcana check. Man, I don't know what happened, but Sarquin's really good at those.
We'll see.
Watch me get a 1. Watch me get a 1. It's
All
gonna
that
be...
bragging.
Yeah. This is basically seeing if you know much about it, and okay, 26. That one was basically if you knew if it's even possible to do that or not. Thinking about it, you don't know too much about symbiotes in general, and you know that the symbiote itself is magical in nature, and you know that if there's a possibility that if additional magic is forced onto it, it could go bad really fast. You don't really know what enchantments cause that or anything like that, but you know it is a very real possibility for something to go terribly wrong.
Well, then knowing Sarquin, he's going to kind of, like, when Satori is asleep, he's going to kind of get out and a bit away from the camp, and he's going to look down at his hand, and he's going to go, "We're together. If something goes wrong, it's going to affect both of us. Do you trust me to try to make you stronger?"
When you put it like that, I have hesitations.
Look, if you work with me and just relax, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to try to force it into you. I'm going to go real slow. We're going to be gentle with this. And if you at all feel like unnatural agitation or pain, we're going to stop it there. And then in the next few nights, we're going to keep trying, and we're going to try different things.
Sure. I can...
Okay.
Sounds okay to me.
So I'm going to go into a meditative stance. I'm going to get, like, magical energy in one hand and, like, put it on my other and let it go through. And gently and slowly, this is going to be, like, hours.
Okay.
Like, until dawn type thing. Like, this is after, of course, I got my 4 hours of meditation.
Okay, gotcha. So I want you to make a, let's do a spellcraft check.
A spellcraft, god damn it. Damn it! It was almost an 18!
Yeah, during the hours, you get, with the very slow progression that you're trying to maintain, it's, first of all, doesn't seem to be taking hold too much in the beginning, and you're getting a little worried. It's like, what's happening? You're not too sure. So as it's getting closer to the end towards dawn, you try just pushing it a little bit more, but at that point you hear in your head, "No, stop."
Okay, I stopped.
Okay.
Like I said, we agreed we're gonna take it slow and try this every night of travel.
Not every night.
Fine, every other night of travel.
We will see about that.
Okay. And basically, as we go,
you can hear that the voice is a bit quivering. Like this took something out of him. Like he's not as strong as early in the day. It's just more like something got drained, like energy drained from him somehow. But you then feel normal after a while.
Okay.
Okay, anything else you want to do during these travel days? Unlock anything you want to do, or?
I haven't talked to Varith in a while. Hey Varith, what's up?
Oh, hello. What can I do for you, if anything at all?
I don't know. Can you actually do things?
Well, I can provide conversation or answers to questions you might have. I don't know.
Okay. My biggest question is, how many times a day can I go invisible with this ring?
It depends on your state of mind for that day. It changes
Daily?
day by day.
Oh,
The most I've ever gotten out of it is 4 times in one day.
wow.
But again,
Okay.
it changes every day. So you should be when you use the ring, you should be able to know how many charges you have left for that day. And also,
Okay.
Onavok, per day you can roll a 1d4, and that's how many charges the ring has for that day.
Okay. I'll probably do that right now, actually.
Go ahead. So for this day,
It says a D4 plus. Oh, well, actually, let me read it again. I don't know if it was a D4 plus 1 or if it was a.
I believe it's a 1d4 times.
Invisibility. Oh, it's 1d4 per day, at least one time per day.
Yeah. So you automatically get 1 a day, but you can roll the 1d4 to see if you get any higher than 1.
Yeah, I get 4.
So you have 4 charges for today. And as
I doubt I'm going to use it. But
as Varith says this, you concentrate on the ring for a second, and you feel that the ring is like fully charged of magical energy.
Beautiful. Varith, you are my best friend. I love you.
Okay. So basically,
he just goes quiet. Anything else?
Okay, so basically, I'm
Nope.
making sure that I'm not using the symbiote while it's drained. That's a thing. I'm also not using magic, and not playing around with even cantrips because I want to keep as much energy as possible for when I can. And what was it that I was gonna do? On the days. Yeah, no. Since I'm a sorcerer, it's actually bad to hold in stuff for a while. At least in 5e it was with wild magic, which would just be this. So, yeah, I'm gonna hold in magic because that could overload, and so I'll have more when I get to that. And I'm gonna wait 4 days, and if he still doesn't feel up to it, I'm gonna take out my sword and see if casting, if I can try to enchant it permanently by putting all of my magic into a magic weapon. Probably not, but you know.
Okay. Alright, so I know what you're gonna do for days of travel. Gotcha.
Yes.
Onavok, anything you want to do during like travel days, like the?
I'll probably just make small talk with Eliza all the time, but yeah.
Okay. So for the magical stuff that you're trying to do, Sarquin, in a couple days of travel, you ask the symbiote again if he's feeling up to it. He says, basically, no, I don't want to do that right now. Give me some more time. You wait another couple of days. He says the same exact thing.
Can I see? Can I do a check to see if he's just like being an ass?
Sense motive.
Like a sense motive.
Do sense motive.
Oh,
And
I'm dying.
yeah, sense motive.
17.
Okay, as you're sort of hearing him, he sounds like he literally just doesn't want to do it right now for 2 reasons. One, the experience the first time was exceptionally draining, and he doesn't want that to happen again. And the other time, yeah, and then there's another part of it, though less, he just doesn't see the point in it. But it's mainly the first experience was so draining that he does not want to do it, at least for a while.
Okay, so sorcerer, buildup of magic bad. Gonna try the sword.
Okay. So you're gonna try to enchant the sword then?
Yeah, by once again doing what I was gonna do with that guy, and
Okay. Go ahead and do a.
it's basically just multiple castings of magic weapon, but with the extra, energy that I've built up from 4 days without doing anything with it.
Okay. I'll say go ahead and make another spellcraft check. And then this one...
14.
Okay. You try to do this, and it seems like at first it's taking hold, but it seems like your magic and also you not really knowing too much about permanent enchantments, it's not taking root in the sword, and it's just basically with you putting everything you have into it. It does create the effect, the small effect of your spells, but after a while, the spell fades and it doesn't take hold into the sword.
Okay, I'm just starting to write stuff down. Like,
dude, you might have to read a book on it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because you have
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to take that time. He doesn't want to take that time. He's going to do trial and error.
Well, what I'm saying is that like it might take you years as opposed to reading a book.
He's an elf. He has 800 some odd years left.
All right.
Trial and error, man.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
We're doing this until I get a crit and it works.
Basically, you're just taking down notes like, okay, what you did during that time wasn't like something didn't work, but you don't know what does work or what doesn't work. It just didn't work.
No, he knows what doesn't work. He hasn't found a way to make it take hold yet. So he's going to start basically, and I know I'm not a wizard, so I might not even get a roll on this, but for flavor, he's basically going to try to, in small part, do little things to make spells like last longer, and see if he can ever make one like a cantrip or something that he has. Let me check the cantrips that he can use. Hold on, it's here. Okay, what does resistance do?
That's the it's a plus to something. I think that's the AC bonus. I think, or wait, no.
No, resistance
is something else.
I'm gonna look it up real quick to see if that's one I can use. Sorry, resistance. You imbue a magic that protects it from harm, granting a +1 resistance bonus to saves. So he's gonna be taking up sticks, casting resistance on them, and he's gonna put them like close to fire, so like it should be burning, but it's not. Like it's close enough to like catch fire, but it won't be. And then he's like basically seeing if he can do that, waiting the few minutes that it lasts, and seeing if he can make it stick longer, and trying to find a way that, really gets in there.
So I'm going to have you make first another Arcana check.
Okay.
And then after that, depending on how
this probably isn't possible, but he has magic now, and he wants to see what he can do with it.
Of course.
Novice magic man trying to create the best stuff in the game.
Okay, so
20.
Okay. With your very limited knowledge about magic, because it's just sort of awakened in you, it's still a bit fuzzy, but you're getting the sense of it could be possible. And you're unsure about how you go about making that sort of spell, but you know it is somewhat possible to do that. And what was it the other thing you wanted to there was the I'm sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. Okay, so you know that it is possible and within grasp, but not at your skill set as a magic user yet. You gather that you might need to spend a bit more time, learning more about magic before you try to do this sort of thing, but it is possible.
Okay. Well, he's still gonna keep trying.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
just him burning sticks like every day.
yeah, it's gonna be more of he's also gonna try stuff with his other spells, like see if he can make detect magic last even a few seconds longer than it should. He's basically gonna try to push the boundaries of his spells, and during this time of travel, he is going to be the most serious that anyone has ever seen him.
It's very off-putting to everybody that Sarquin is so focused and so determined about something for this long amount of time. It's a bit odd, to say the least.
Also, he has barely talked to anyone other than Satori.
I was just about to say that too, because like he's not really talking or communicating too much. Usually, Sarquin is the sort of life of the party sort of guy, but not this time for some reason.
He's acting weird.
I bet it's off-putting to like my symbiote too. He's like, "Okay, dude, calm down."
Should I leave?
I mean, you wouldn't know that. He hasn't spoken up ever since you.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, it's just off-putting for everybody.
But you guys may or may not hear me eating because my sugars are low and I'm getting the shakes. So I need to find something to eat.
Okay. So, as the days go on, it's a few days out, resting, eating, trying to see what spells you can do and what can be changed, small talk, general travel things. You end up coming up to a section of in the distance. Sorry, right now you're on what looks to be a fairly well-traveled road. Forests and grasslands are around the area, but as you're walking towards the direction of Maryville, you see that up in the distance, there seem to be some figures, and they seem to be sort of walking back and forth, almost like a patrol of some kind. It seems that that definitely does. It seems like a couple of the figures look over towards your direction, and they talk to each other, and about 3 individuals are now walking towards the group. You see as they oi oi we have a dog over there
again.
You see about 3 individuals walking towards the group, and as they're getting closer, you all notice that they have the same sort of attire as the guards in New Hedge. You see a couple of halflings, as well as a looks to be a human and an elf as well, in the distance, and they're walking towards you. As they continue walking towards you, they're talking to each other, sort of gesturing over to the group, things like that. And then as they get closer to you, one of the guards, the halfling male that's there, steps up in front of the other 2 that were following him, and he says, "Hello, good day to you. Where are you headed, if I might ask?"
To see a dragon.
Of course.
So, you want to go to Maryville then?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you plan
on
doing that?
Well, we're not going into Maryville. We want to see the dragon by Maryville. So, if you could point us to the cave, we'd just be off.
Well, I haven't been there in a while. But the thing is, you're not planning on going into the
grasslands, we're not going to
slay
it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Totally.
The
no.
grassland?
What's in the grasslands?
Yeah, you're not planning on going in the grasslands, right?
Well, we're
What
new
is it?
here, so we don't know what anything is.
Yeah.
The grasslands is basically what we call the non-civilized areas around here.
Like the wilds?
No, that's completely different. It's just like open fields that stray way far away from the main path. Don't
Okay.
don't tell me you're going out there.
Well, that depends on where the dragon is.
Thank you.
That's close by Maryville, and you're closer to Hearthfire right now.
I know.
But
Well, what's in the grasslands?
something that I'm not obligated to say, and the leaders in Hearthfire have issued, as well as the church there, have decided that it'd be best that any travelers go straight to the city, and then from the city out to any other cities as well, in order to not get, well, hurt out in the grasslands. That's why we're out here, to guard people into Hearthfire, so they can get on their way from there.
Actually, we do have a business arrangement out here that takes place in the grasslands, but we're going to see the dragon first.
That's all fine, but you're going to need to go to Hearthfire before you can go to Maryville, though.
Why can't we just go around Hearthfire?
Well, as I said, the leaders in Hearthfire, as well as the church, have... I can't say. I'm under obligation not to say, but there's at least something out there that warrants people to not go out there at the time being, as we take care of it, and we don't want anybody to get hurt or anything to happen to any sort of travelers. So if you'd be so kind, if you're going to Maryville, then we can definitely escort you to Hearthfire, and I know that Hearthfire has some teleportation arrangements that they could use to get you to Maryville even quicker. If not, I'm going to have to ask you to go back to New Hedge.
But, dude, I mean, teleporting sounds fun.
Wait, okay, so is Maryville the place with the church, or is Hearthfire?
Hearthfire is the place with the church.
I really don't want to go there.
You see that out loud?
Yeah, because I really don't want to go there because Nath is going to get caught up, and then something's going to happen. More assassins are going to come after us, and we're going to have a big.
At this point, the halfling goes, "That's alright if you don't want to go there, but I'm just going to have to ask you to go back to New Hedge."
And then Sarquin glares at him and goes, "Fine, we're going there."
Yeah, Sarquin. Yeah.
He just shoots daggers down at him like you've never seen Sarquin this mad before. In fact, you've never seen Sarquin mad before. But
okay.
He's pissed.
The guard gives you just like a... Get mad at me for it. I'm following orders.
No. I go, that glare was for the people whose orders you're following, not you.
For keeping people safe?
Yes.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I'm really focused right now, and when I get focused, I get angry. It's not
you just
your
have
fault.
to ignore him. He's a special flower.
You hear Alezzo.
I prefer fern.
He's a fern. He's a love fern.
He's a fern.
I'm a beautiful fern that is sprouting flowers everywhere.
Beautiful fern.
Okay. At that point, the halfling guard goes, "Right. Okay. Good. So follow me. And
by the way, is she getting morning sickness yet? Because it's been about 2 or 3 months.
You can go ahead and make a
Listen to I don't know.
No.
Listen to puke sounds.
No, let's see. You could either I'll give you one of two things. You could either do a nature check or a or a sense motive. Either one would basically do the would give you the information. So either
20.
So from your knowledge and of what's transpired between you and Satoria, you're thinking
she's just sick.
It's odd that I mean, no, it's odd that she hasn't, exhibited any sort of symptom or anything, but you're sure that if it were to happen, signs should start showing up about now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Satoria and kind of tap her shoulder, and I go, okay, so remember that real nice night we had, like the first time we met? It's been about 3 months. It was unprotected, so...
So what?
Pregnancy is a thing, I'm worried.
I don't know why you're worried, but...
Well, I'm worried because we're kind of adventurers, and if you're pregnant, and we figure that out, in a dungeon, You
think that would stop me? No, I'm
just saying, if you are pregnant, when you start showing, you go into the City of Leaves for a bit.
Gosh. You see her eyes roll, and you're just like,
I go, okay, you want our babies today, just saying.
Goodness.
That is the darkest comment darkest joke comment that Sarquin has ever made. By the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. She sort of brushes it off, and then just continues walking with the rest of the party. So you walk up to Yes.
Sorry. By the way, what did I ever do with that dead body?
You've been carrying it this entire time.
Alright, sounds good.
You've just been dragging it along.
Why? I have a question.
Yeah.
We go back and say, because, you would have had private time there to raise a white.
Well,
could we just go back and say you tried? Or?
Well, if it does take a full day. I mean, if
24 hours of uninterrupted.
We've been traveling for weeks. I think there could have been a time where he'd go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'd be a time where he'd go, "Hey guys, rest for the day."
Not move for a day.
Also, you should know that we all know that you're carrying around a dead body now.
Well, yeah, but nobody else does. It's in a bag.
Does.
Well, yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Naft's gonna look at you and go, "Why does that bag smell like death?"
I mean,
potatoes.
If you truly want to take a day and try this, you are certainly welcome to.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you do that, though, go ahead and make a will saving throw.
What the frick?
Heaven's sake! Make a will saving throw.
Is it not to throw up because of the smell or something?
That would be a fortitude save. So this is completely different.
What?
Okay.
Oh, hey.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. So as you're saying, hey, can we take the day to not go anywhere? You feel magic from your ring start to you feel the ring get warmer, and then something entering your mind, and you just sort of shrug it off.
Oh no!
What?
You hear Varith go, "Why are we stopping?"
Oh, I'm sorry, Varith. Okay, Varith, we're gonna do something really cool that you've never seen before. Are you good with that?
I guess I have to be now, since we're not moving anywhere.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I didn't know he did that even if I just stopped. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's if you consciously wish to stay in one place for too long, this will continue to happen.
Apparently too long, 1 day.
He's been cooped up for a while, so...
I have a question. Could he, like, remove the ring? Like, it's not bound to him. He could just, like, pull it off at any point.
He could remove the ring every time he wishes to stop.
But I'm pretty sure if I put the ring back on, it might happen again.
You do not know that. But you do, after this time, you know that, first of all, he's been cooped up in the box in New Hedge for quite a while, and he hasn't been on a person in a while, so he hasn't seen much from when he was last put on. So that's why it's sort of like a day, really. And he hasn't seen much.
I'm
thinking that as it goes on, it'll be less and less. But if you consciously, stay someplace for like an extended amount of time, then this will keep on happening.
Okay.
While we're, he's gonna do that like in the past.
Yeah,
but
that'll be in the past.
In the present, I'm gonna ask those guys. Like, as we're walking, I'm going to kind of think to myself, and anger's kind of going to wash away, and I'm going to say, what's the library like in, the city we're going to?
Library in Hearthfire?
Yeah.
It's pretty large. Nothing really fancy, I guess. General
Anything
knowledge.
On dragons?
There's a book I want to.
There should be something about dragons there.
Ooh, can I ask, what about ring creating? Forging rings.
That's probably something you want to go to Voria for, to be honest.
Sounds good.
I mean, there might be something, I don't know, haven't been there in a while.
Or if there's a jeweler there, you could probably just pay him to show you how to make one.
Well, yes, but most rings that are created are pretty much magical, so I don't know if he would be making magical ones or just pretty ones.
Well, that would be two different things. You could learn how to create a ring, then...
Well, I already looked up all the stuff. Like, there's nothing like you just create a ring.
No, it's a whole process.
Like, you don't...
Oh, this is out of character. I was getting completely confused. No. Like, if you already looked it up, what the hell?
No, I'm out of character right now. I looked it up. Like, you don't forge regular rings. You only forge magical rings.
You make rings, but you forge magical... Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You can make the Ring of Power!
I already have the Ring of Power, dude.
No, but this one will be even better. You'll make one that lets you go invisible and slow time.
Oh gosh, actually, if there's one up for that.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
the will saving throw will be the DC will be increasingly higher. But as you're talking, as you ask this to the guard, he's like, "Yeah, Voria is the best place for that. More specifically, from what I remember." Smith's Retreat is the way to go for any magical creations or anything like that.
All right, sounds good.
So yeah, let's get back to his white and see if that works.
Okay, so you spend the full 24 hours.
It has to be a serial killer, right? Let me look at it.
It has to be a master.
He was an assassin
/ serial killer sort
of. Let's read what it says. Oh gosh.
You could also make it into a shade, right? I mean.
Yeah.
No, shade is someone who committed suicide.
That all depends on the
monster they didn't commit suicide.
The monster you're wishing to create. That all depends on.
I'm going. Wait, what's a shadow again?
Shadow. Oh gosh.
There's like a ton of them. There's like. Let me show you the list, because I'm 6th level now, so...
Yeah, I just need to remember what the shadow is.
There you go. Those are the ones that are,
The shadow is that thing that follows you when light is added to the area. You know?
That's creepy.
Where's the...
I would love a wyvern, but that's like...
No, we have to find the body of a wyvern.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
we find and kill a wyvern, you can have it.
Oh, yeah. That would be amazing.
Shadow. Shadow.
D&D.
Dynamite!
Oh, dude, they're creepy. They got wings and, like...
Shadows?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, not in the monster mailer I'm looking at.
Oh, gosh.
For this one, it just says that shadows are
weightless?
creatures of sentient darkness, hating life and light with equal fervor.
I don't know what body I need for it, though. Do I need a human body? I don't know how
I
I'm
believe
supposed
it's
to know.
I believe that to make a shadow, you need someone who absolutely hates life, like life in general, like not like its
gosh.
own life, but like doesn't wish, like loves to kill basically, and that's like
You basically need an edgelord.
essentially, yes.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a spell for this. Hold up. I've got a spell to figure out which one he is.
Okay.
It's called Speak with Dead. I think.
Okay then.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, dude, that's it. That is a nice use of that spell, by the way.
So
yes. I was like, I have a spell for that.
Okay. Speak with Dead. Okay, cool. You grant semblance of life. Spell resistance, no. Will negates, so the body has to make a will save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's going to be a 16.
16, okay. And you have 1 question per 2 caster levels, so you have 3 questions.
Yes.
Answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
Oh, dang it, that sucks.
No, it actually depends on whether or not the body, like the person, it depends on whether he would like to mislead you. Like, they can't tell a lie, but if the body doesn't want to tell you the truth, he'll be cryptic.
Yeah. If the
So,
creature's
for instance,
alignment
this guy
differs from yours, the corpse gives a will saving throw to resist the spell as if it were alive. What's your alignment?
It's like chaotic good or something.
Chaotic good. Okay, gotcha. Well, it is different, so he gets a will save. If it has been subject to speed within the past week, the new spell fails. That hasn't happened. You can cast upon for any amount of time. Must be intact. Okay, that's still maybe able to get partial answers. Okay, that's still all good. Okay, draws on the imprinted knowledge stored in the. Okay.
So what were the 3 questions I need to ask him? I need to ask him if he hated life when he was alive.
If he was a serial killer.
If he was a serial killer. Oh, sweet.
So you have as you cast this spell, you see the body of the assassin that was sent after Arian sort of move a little. Only you, Onavok, you just see it move a little bit as the mouth just goes.
Oh, this is fun. This is fun.
As you see the head just sort of turn and look at you.
I'm smiling. This is fun.
Okay, what are your 3 questions?
My first question is, did you hate life when you were alive?
Not necessarily. I wanted to live.
Okay. My second question is, out of character, Sarquin. It was the mass murderer, right, for the white?
Yes. Yeah. Were you a mass murderer?
My second question is, were you a mass murderer?
I killed from the contracts. I have not been given many contracts, though.
Okay. I think there was one more that I could do.
You have one more potential question.
Okay. I'm trying to look up the other...
the other ones?
Yeah, because there's I did the white, I did the shadow. I don't remember what a ghast is though.
Ghast?
Yeah, Ghast.
Ghast. I can...
Ghast.
EF. I'm almost there. Don't have it with me. Oh, that's a ghost. That's not right.
GHA. So it should be higher.
Yeah.
Unless it's not in there.
Goes right into genie beforehand.
Oh, perfect. So we'll have to online look it up.
Yeah.
5e ghast. Oh, I found this.
It's 3.5e though. You're not going to get the right stats.
Well, it doesn't matter about the stats. We just need to know what it is or what creates it.
Gosh, I can't even. Oh wait, hold on. They're cousins of the ghoul and have an aquatic subtype.
So okay,
they have an aquatic subtype.
Basically, a ghoul, ghoul or a aquatic ghoul.
Aquatic ghoul.
But I'll allow you to make a ghast. I mean, a ghoul if you want, like either.
Okay,
one.
Well,
it's basically water or. Basically, the ghoul is either one of two things based on myth. It's either someone who was driven to cannibalism, or it was a creation, and it just sort of spread. Any creature could become a ghoul, I believe.
Okay. What does it say in the book you got?
Yeah, I'm just double checking that right now.
Oh, interesting. A humanoid with a 4 hit dice or more rises as a ghast, not a ghoul. That's interesting. Oh, I think that's if it kills someone. Wait. An afflicted humanite who dies of a ghoul fever rises as a ghoul the next midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That as well.
I don't know if it's any body though.
Oh, a ghoul is actually way less powerful than a ghast. A ghoul is something you probably could have gotten when you got Nightshade.
I forgot the ghast is the more powerful version of a ghoul in 3.5.
Yeah.
But it's a water version.
No, it's a
it's a.
It's just upgraded.
Yeah, it's an upgraded one. But there is a water version, but that's a different name, I think.
Drowner, maybe? I don't know.
Lacedon.
So I don't know how to create one, though.
Said to be, ghouls are said to be created upon the death of a living man or woman who savored the taste of flesh of people. So yeah, either a cannibal or some sort of creation. Or some believe that anyone of exceptional debauchery and wickedness also run the risk of being turned into a ghoul.
So him.
I don't even think I need to ask him if he's wicked or not. I'm pretty sure he's wicked.
Transformation of living beings into phobos of the night worth some money again. Okay. Yeah, so either if they're wicked, they have a chance. They're either a creation or a someone who was a cannibal. You're unsure about which one it is because they've just been around for so long, but that's the general knowledge you have.
I'm wondering, Sarquin, do you think I should ask him if he was wicked? But I feel like he is, so.
You can certainly ask.
I think you should ask.
Okay.
If no. That's not what I'm thinking you should ask.
Oh,
I think you should ask if, in the view of AMA, if he would be considered wicked.
Okay.
Because that would be the compass that would decide whether he is wicked or not.
And also, at the same time, though, he might not have known. Oh no, he would have known who AMA was. So.
Yeah, everyone in this world knows who AMA is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I'll ask the memory of the dead guy.
Okay.
Were you evil, or are you considered wicked in the eyes of AMA?
The body goes. The actions I did may be considered wicked. But me?
That's like, yeah.
I would say I was not particularly wicked. Just a job I had to do.
The actions make the man.
And then the spell wears off.
Okay.
The actions make the man. He said he had to do something. Well, if he had to kill people, he could have joined the army instead of joining the assassins.
I'm gonna honestly. I want to try to make the gas.
Okay, so you're gonna take the 24 hours to to try to create this ghast.
Undead companion. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I've been doing this wrong, I think. Crap, I need to redo my stats.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I need to see if they all add up.
And then a...
God damn it. Okay.
That's sick.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I did it wrong.
Okay. So what involves the ritual? I know it's the 24
Honestly,
hours, but is there anything else that needs to be done with that, or
you want to look for it with me because I don't think so.
I don't think that you'll find something really anywhere, but I would say
here we go.
Oh, really? There's something?
Well, no. I just found the section I was looking for. If a necromancer releases his companion from service, he may gain a new one by performing a ceremony requiring an appropriate body and 24-hour uninterrupted hours of meditation. This ceremony can also replace an undead companion that was destroyed.
Okay, so nothing else needs to happen. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You did tell me that what you were doing, so I was actually here when you were asking the questions, right?
The undead body was what I needed.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm asking, was Sarkman actually there, or was
well,
that
he would have been around probably.
Wait, while I was doing this?
Well, I mean, asking.
You did ask specifically my character.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, like, are you talking about like, are you going to sit with me while I do this for 24 hours? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm going to go to people and say that he just needs some time and space. He's thinking over things that have happened in his past.
Oh my gosh!
I'm telling people. I'm
gosh.
basically trying to keep people away that he needs space. He's just thinking, meditating, trying to get.
I told
closer to
Eliza
God.
I told Eliza what I was doing.
Well, I'm not trying. Well, she knows, but what will stop anyone else from coming over there?
You rolled 2 18s? What is this?
So, about half the people are like, the group are like, yeah, sure, he needs space. Yeah, right.
Hold on. Hold on.
The other half
I'm
are
throwing
like,
something about Tom. Damn it. Okay. no.
They're like,
I go, okay, just give him his space. He's doing a bunch of mystical shit, and if you fuck with him, it's just gonna blow up. He could blow up and kill us all.
They're basically
Don't
like,
fuck with him.
Basically, the whole entire party is just like, yeah, sure, we'll give him some space. We don't want to get near that. And
That was
He's
hilarious.
masturbating.
around half. Around half of the party members are like, yeah, he's not thinking to himself. He's obviously doing something. He's obviously carrying a sack that smells terrible. We think we know what he's doing, and he has a wolf thing that's a skeleton. I think we know what he's doing. We'll stay away. The other half
guys,
are just like,
it's not that. He's masturbating furiously to this dead body. He thought it was cute.
Okay, here's the thing. Nightshade is with me, and because the plan is for his soul to go into the ghast, I suppose.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Or if I just have to release him first and then do it, it doesn't matter to me.
No, you don't have to release him or anything. It just. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, ghast creepy.
Yeah, they are. Okay, so so do you So as you're thinking about like transferring Nightshade's basically essence into the ghast, you're fairly certain that the skeletal form will basically disintegrate or like anything like that. The body will basically just be destroyed. Nightshade's current wolf.
Oh, his wolf body.
By transferring
body.
His essence into another basically body.
Okay. I mean, I'm planning to turn him into a dragon one day, so I mean that's fine.
Okay. So, all right, just letting you know, because that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just rolled behind the scenes what would happen if that did happen, and that's what came up. So yeah, there was a possibility that Nightshade's essence could have been destroyed entirely, and you just completely have a new.
That'd be sad, dude.
Yeah, but the die rolled an 18, so it's all good.
Yes.
Could I have like halfway through it went and sat in, and can I make like an Arcana check to see how much of this I can grasp and make notes and stuff?
Go ahead.
This is all flavor. I don't know that this is going to actually matter in the future.
Necromancy is a bit different than regular magic.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out more about magic.
Doesn't use good magic at all.
Okay, you take down
17.
some notes. You're unfamiliar with the ways of the necromancer. You're just taking down what seems to be interesting or, noticeably viable to whatever ritual he's doing. That's.
The main thing I want to take down notes for is the binding process.
Oh, okay.
Like the binding of like when.
Like the transfer of the
the soul to bind with the body, because I want to see if I can like use knowledge from that to go forth and do stuff with symbiote.
Okay, gotcha. You take down the best notes as you can, not really knowing too much about what he's doing or anything, but you do have notes about it. They seem to be pretty extensive. You basically like write down as much as you can in the amount of time that it takes from the transferring of the essence to the new body.
Yeah,
that'll be good. So as the ritual finishes, you see Onavok. You look over to Nightshade as the skeletal body just sort of goes down on the ground and it just stops moving.
Tear.
My gosh. You then you see like magical sort of energy start to pour off of the skeleton as the bones start to disintegrate and fly away in the wind. The magical essence then goes to the ritual that you were preparing, goes in, and almost immediately the body starts to change and shift, not resembling anything like the person beforehand. And it gets up, sort of shakes a little bit, and it is a pretty disgusting looking undead creature you have in front of you.
Nightshade! And I just hug him because he can stand up.
You then hear, like in this like very awkward sort of common, actually, you hear.
Oh yeah, because they can speak. Oh, that's weird.
Yep. You hear. Hi.
Did he say hi? Is that what he
said? Hi.
Nightshade, you can speak.
He just sort of nods and doesn't know what to do. It's just new to him.
Alright, come on, Nightshade.
You see fun. That he...
Dude, I have to sleep after this.
Yeah, you see that the ghast's lower body starts to move back and forth like a tail wag, but there's no tail. Then it stops and just sort of just sits down.
Alright, awesome.
This is the weirdest ghast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a puppy ghast. Like your ghast can speak to you.
Yeah.
Does Nightshade gain intelligence so he can actually speak? Like that's weird to me. What was he? I don't even know.
Well, he was intelligent beforehand. He just couldn't really talk.
Mm.
Because I mean, skeleton and
Yeah,
wolf.
yeah. Dog, yeah. Doggo. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
But yeah, you have that now.
Sweet.
Goodness.
He's my best friend.
Yep.
I don't know what his stats are. There's a bunch of things that we'll have to go through later.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Okay.
Gosh,
Okay, so now at Hearthfire.
Yeah.
Basically, you're at Hearthfire. You enter in the city. The guards basically let you on your way. You see that this city is more refined than New Hedge, and it seems to be well constructed and not really new, but like has this sort of new sheen to it. But it's pretty ancient from what you can tell. You see that as you came up to the city, you saw this giant building in the center of the city, which you guessed to be the central point of the city that it was built around. And
So
Yeah. It's a nice city with halflings.
mainly.
can
But-
any city with halflings be a nice city? I mean,
Oh dang, that's harsh.
shots fired.
Is there a mages guild around here?
You don't know.
I'm gonna go up to a guard and I'm gonna ask.
You heard about Tom?
Yeah, definitely doing that first. I'm gonna say, hey, have you ever heard about Tom? His guard that used to be from Silverwell and is now guarding the King's Fortress. Took down a giant with a spoon.
You know what to do.
Yes.
Tom. Tom the Mighty. We're gonna hire Tom.
19.
My goodness.
Oh my.
I think I broke the DM.
It's okay.
Gosh.
You sort of did.
I quite like.
You
Tom.
guys, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Are you there, Chandler?
Oh, I am. Just my dad got home from from work stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's been away from the house for a couple days.
Oh, gotcha.
So just give me a second.
Yep. Tom. What is this? Are you speaking, Sarquin? I cannot hear you if you speak. Oh, hello.
Okay, I dropped out as soon as, like, right after you said you know what to do, and I rolled, so I didn't hear anything after that.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
He said his dad got home from a trip, so he's saying hi really quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my call just completely dropped. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I turned back on my Wi-Fi on my phone to see if that helped, and it didn't. And I had to completely turn off Skype on my phone and then re-turn it on. And I was like, ugh.
Skype does that like half the time you're on it. It's like, well, thank you.
Oh, God.
So my character's slowly becoming obsessed with magical rings. This is turning into Lord of the Rings really quickly.
Yeah, you should change your name. I'm going to change my name to Celebrimbor, and I'll become the Bright Lord. And then you change your name to Sauron, and you can become the Dark Lord. No, I'll be Sauron, and you can be Celebrimbor, because Celebrimbor was the ring maker, and so you'll be the Bright Lord, and I'll be the Dark Lord. Yes, and then Celebrimbor turned into a wraith, so, I mean, you know, that's an undead creature, and you're a necromancer.
Dude, there's some super cool stuff you can like make for a lot of money if you have it.
We don't have a lot of money.
No, it's like 27,000 gold like 2,700 gold pieces.
I have 212 gold pieces.
Well, you're 10% there.
Okay, so I
bag of holding. Oh. I can apparently create this if I have the right stuff.
You can get the right stuff. So, he didn't say what happened with the 19. He's just gone.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, well, you know, that's good. I have an idea. Okay. So, there's an abandoned keep over there, right? Once we take the castle ruins.
And which one? I see unknown keep. Oh, I see abandoned keep.
Yeah. Once we take the castle ruins, right here.
Yeah.
We take a few months to gather our forces, and then we go to the abandoned keep, and we take that and claim that, which cuts off that entire area of Gold Meadow, Woodwall, Orr's Rest.
Well, this is an island, though.
I know, and we'll take the island.
The island would be pretty fun. We get our own empire.
And then when we finally go to war with them, we'll have...
what? Wait, what?
What?
Aren't those the gnomes?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
sure.
Who likes gnomes anyway? I mean,
actually, I'm pretty sure it's the gnomes.
Yeah, it is. Genocide campaign, though. Totally.
Plotting world domination.
What?
No, plotting genocide.
Oh, there we go.
Different.
Totally different.
Okay, so what happened with the 19?
Huh? Oh, yes, they believe you.
Nice.
They're really excited.
Nice. Okay, so I did that, and now I'm gonna ask them. Is there a library? Could you point me to it?
They basically say there's a couple. They point you to the biggest one.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the biggest one.
Me too.
Get all the books on dragons that I can that are like informational and not like, you know, stories. And so I'm going to get all the informational books on dragons and all the informational books on enchanting. And like as I go there, like before I go there, I'm going to look at Nath and go, you do your religious bullshit and I'll be at the library when you're ready to get me.
Okay.
I'm going to look for a book on ring forging, but I don't know if there's going to be one there.
Oh yeah, by the way, we decided we're going to change our names to Sauron and Celebrimbor.
I did not decide that. I did not decide that. I did not decide that at all.
But come on, it'll be so cool.
Okay, so as you look through the library respectively, there doesn't seem to be too much on either one of the mentioned book types. I mean, the ones you find are mainly stories and basic knowledge sort of stuff. Not really too much in depth in the library. It seems to be more of a lot of pleasure reading, like short stories, things like that in here. And yeah, not too much in regards to actual.
Which is what they said.
Knowledge.
But.
I'm gonna storm up to the front and ask them if they have any books on dragons that are informative.
Okay.
Hey, they might have something in the back.
Taken off guard, the librarian goes, they're all out there.
And then Sarkman's gonna go leave to bash his head against the brick wall for an hour.
Okay.
I don't actually mean that. He's going to go with Satoria, and then if Satoria's like, oh, I want to go with Naf, he's going to say, have fun, and not go with Naf.
Okay.
He does not want to go to that church.
So you're like reading for an hour? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm going to figure out that there are no books that I want, go with Satoria, and if Satoria wants to go with Naf, I'm going to say, have fun, and not go there because I don't want to see Naf be all high and mighty, like, I'm the chosen of man. Like that. Sarquin's not in a good mood today.
I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna try to make some money.
Oh, what, with your horror?
What? With my what?
Horror. Your
horror.
gas, that you can set on people and be like, okay, I'll get him off you if you pay me 5 gold.
So how are you making money then?
So I'm gonna stand outside and be like, everyone, gather around! I have an amazing trick to show you, and I would like to place a bet for every single one of you. My bet is that you place money down and I place money down as well. And if you place however much you place down, if I cannot do what I say I'm going to do, I will give you that much amount of money back. Now what I say that I can do is this. I say that I can become invisible and disappear.
Some people around listen for a while, but as you say, I can become invisible and disappear. It doesn't seem like too many people are biting at the prospect of that. One person actually shouts up, "Oh yeah, they're spellcasters, We're not going to be swindled."
I'm not a spellcaster, my good friend, and this trick does not involve a spell.
Bluff it.
The first part was a lie, the second part wasn't.
True. You just have to bluff it, though.
I know. I'm a poor man, dude. I spent all my money on this dang ring, so now I need some money.
Yay!
Oh gosh, okay. They're looking to each other and they're like, "Huh? If you're not a spellcaster, sure. Well, okay." And you see about 4 people walk up to you.
Okay.
I would like to see you go invisible, and then as they put their money down, you go invisible, then just beat the shit out of them and take all of their money.
So, do they just come up to me? Do they
Yeah, 4 people are now within 10 feet of you.
Oh, okay. Place your bets, good gentlemen and ladies.
They're looking to each other. One of them goes.
It doesn't have to be much.
One of them goes, "I'll bet 5 gold on it." And another one goes, make that another 5. You see one of the individuals then go, "You're betting too low. What if he can't actually do it? Give me 35 gold."
Sarquin comes up and says,
Sarquin, shut up!
You.
You're
No,
reading!
No. Wait, this is while... I thought you were coming in with me.
Oh, well, I went outside. Like, I'm outside right now.
Oh, well, I figured that I'd be outside too. But if I'm not, okay.
Well, if you can hear me, you can...
Okay. Well, I was going to come out and help you by saying, I've been in a party with you. We travel together. I know for a fact that you can't turn invisible, and I'm going to put down all my gold.
Well, here's
which is 212, because I know I'll get it back if you can. And he really doesn't believe you can do it. He thinks you're just trying to swindle everyone out of money. So, like, this wouldn't even be a bluff check. This would just be, like, him calling you on your bullshit type thing.
So, what are you betting? That he can?
That he can't. Sarkin goes up, I travel with you, this is bullshit. I know that you can't go invisible, and he's putting down all his money.
Okay.
Which is 212 gold.
At that point, the other people are like, the last person goes, it's quite a bet right there. Too rich for my blood.
Well, you don't have to match it.
I'll put down 10 gold. So altogether, the 4 people put down 20.
Sarquin's hoping that
55.
he has to match my 212 gold, but even if he doesn't, then he's expecting to get it back.
212.
Yeah.
So, at that point, I will obviously become invisible and use one of my 4 beautiful. Actually, that was a while ago, but you know, so I never used anything, so I'm assuming it's good.
Yeah, you have at least 1 today, so.
Yeah.
So as you concentrate for a second, Onovak just disappears from sight.
And then Sarquin's gonna go, that's so cool! Why didn't you tell me you could do that, you asshole?
I'm gonna walk, like, I'm gonna make sure no one tries to, like, touch me or anything, because I know it's not, like... So I'm gonna, like sneak along the edge, or, like, yeah.
You're invisible, not ethereal.
That's true. Yeah, I'm invisible, not...
Oh god, did you guys drop again?
Oh, no, I just thought someone else was gonna talk more.
Okay.
Oh. I don't think so.
Okay, and as you disappear, the other people go, for not a caster, that's pretty impressive.
Sarquin's gonna go, it's the ring, isn't it? I know you bought that ring.
Yeah, at that point I'll just become uninvisible.
Okay. Here, in the middle of this, and where you were. And the 4 individuals were like, well, I guess we lost, didn't we?
Yes, very true. But you were all good sports. Would you like to know, as my friend said, would you like to know the trick? Did they actually hear what he said?
At that point, they would have heard, and they're just like,
Okay.
Should have guessed he has something up your sleeve. Man.
I go, this day goes from bad to worse, and then kind of looks at Onovak going, you better not swindle me out of my money, you bastard. You better give it back.
So I'll just pick up all the money and walk inside.
Okay.
With Sarquin, but I'll get Sarquin. You can have your money back.
Yeah, I was hoping that last guy would be like, oh, if he's putting that much in, I'm gonna throw in 40 or something like that.
But I'm very happy with that outturn. I got 55 gold out of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Sarquin's gonna ask if Onovak's gonna go to the church with Nat.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
The church scene isn't really my style. My church is this book of Sirius.
Yeah. My church is myself because I don't follow God.
I see.
Yeah.
Would you like me to find out what's going to happen to you if you die?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Go ahead.
Alright, so I'm going to write in the book of Sirius, what happens to Sarquin's soul if he doesn't choose a god? Question mark.
You write it down.
Okay. I'll close it.
Eventually, you'll get like text that says, "I have no fucking clue."
Pretty much.
Yeah.
um,
Or something horrific, like my soul's gonna get shredded.
like, screw you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, do we want to? So you've been reading for a while. Do we want to go find out who can teleport us to Maryville?
Yeah.
Because I'm like 90% sure I can't do that.
You cannot.
Yeah.
90%.
I can teleport us 400 feet, and that's about it.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you got 4 crits in a row, I'm pretty sure the DM got you.
4 crits in a row. You have some.
Yes, if it was 420s in a roll, then yeah.
Well,
Yes, you could transport all of us for 420s.
Blaze it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I could actually if I was 1 level ahead of where I am. But I'm not.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think we were on that trail.
Oh my gosh.
Sarquin did a lot of research.
Oh my gosh.
I think the GM keeps track.
Yeah, I was joking. But yeah, let's go. Probably,
Let's ask a guard, I guess.
Yep.
All right,
Go
you
up
can do
and
the
ask a guard. You come to know that the transportation stuff is, first of all, heavily guarded, and there's a fee to pay for transportation based on how many individuals are being transported. You also come to find out the location of it, which is near the center of the city.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows where the cave of the metallic dragon is.
That particular guard says, no, the general area, yes.
Can you mark it on our map?
Oof. Essentially, he marks it, like Maryville, like right there.
Okay. Nice. Okay then.
Let's move that
Well,
over there.
let's gather up everyone and head to the center of town.
Okay.
Hopefully Naf's through praying and doing whatever he has to do.
Gotcha. So you head towards the center of town, towards the giant. As you get closer, that is the actual cathedral to AMA.
Don't tell me it's in the center of town and that's where we're going to get teleported from.
You don't know. He only said it's near the center. He didn't know exactly where.
Right.
Want to tell you exactly, but it's in the center of town, and there's a fee and stuff. But yeah. As you walk up, you ask more guards like where teleportation actually is, where it takes place. You come to find out that you have to pass through the cathedral in order to get to the teleportation area.
Sarquin sound angry.
All right, let's just get it over with, Sarquin.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go in.
As you go up to the cathedral, you see many different stone statues of a woman in full armor, no facial features, just helmets, giant tower shields, and 2 wings, like everywhere. It's like 2 at the front.
Looks for cleavage.
You find one.
Wow. Good job, Sarquin.
But you walk in.
Hey, even gods can be objectified. I mean, come on.
This just seems to be a full set of armor. Just not like super muscular, like it's feminine in form, if you would guess so, and then just wings and a tower shield. And as you walk in, there are many individuals who are there praying, meditating, many different priests as well. You see...
I wonder if it's gotten around that, a guy named Sarquin summoned like 6 gods.
Goodness. You see that the priests are adorned with this white and light blue sort of attire and robes. And as you ask around to find the teleportation stuff, it's pretty easy. You get taken through a lot of the cathedral, mainly as you're guessing, like trying to show you around, things like that. Then you get up to the area where the teleportation is basically connected to the cathedral. Like it was either added on to the cathedral afterwards, but it's like in the way back of the cathedral. You have to go through like the whole cathedral in order to get to it. You see that there's heavy steel doors, and you see that it's like a one room, multiple guards in there from the city, and also of AMA as well. Like paladins and clerics are there as well. You see a couple individuals behind a desk that is in the center of the room. You go up to it, to the desk, ask the individual about cost, transporting, all that stuff. He basically gives you the prices of what the whole entire group would run you for transporting, and all the people in the group, it would run about 100 gold pieces for a one-way trip to Maryville.
Sarkman hands him 100 gold immediately and goes, "Okay, teleport us."
Oh, jeez. Okay, I thought we would fight this.
Okay.
Fight the system.
He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to go and get to the dragon as fast as possible.
All right. You know what? Yeah.
I had 212 gold. I think I can lose 100.
Okay. Yeah. So you hand over it immediately, and quickly takes the gold, puts it away, and the individual on the desk gets up, goes to the steel doors, and does something. You can't see what it is, but you guess it's unlocking. The doors slowly creak open as a small gap is opened up, and the individual then gestures you in to the next room. The whole group walks in, and you're met with upwards of like 10 guards surrounded in this is a circular room, and it is 10 guards spread out evenly along the edge of the room, and in the middle you see a little bit elevated basically area, like a platform with stairs leading up to it, and when you walk in, there's this individual in a more priestly kind of robe, even more so than what you saw beforehand, and the individual greets you just with a nod and gestures off to the platform, basically saying, walk up.
Man, if Tom was here, you'd only need one guard.
My goodness.
Says the person to comment.
Okay. So you walk on up to the platform then?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk on up.
I'm taking out some notes, and then as we're gonna get teleported, I'm gonna start taking notes about what happened during it and what I feel like, what the magic felt like. Do I need to do an Arcana check to see how good my notes are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But after a while, you start to see the arcane symbols etched into the actual platform start to glow, each in its own order. It's like 1, 2, 3, a whole bunch of different stuff. And
20.
Soon the cool. So soon the whole entire platform starts to glow with this bright light. The priest beforehand bows and and as you see that individual bow, you see a flash of light. Instinctually just close your eyes. As you open them up again, you're in a similar room, but completely different guards in there. It's almost like it's an identical room than what you were in, but they're...
Holy crap, they just froze us in time and switched the guards on us.
But you don't see the individual that gestured towards you in the beginning. You just see different guards in the room that seems to be fairly similar than what you went into.
I just turned to Sarquin. Sarquin, we're getting one of these.
Definitely.
But yeah, your notes are pretty detailed from what happened.
Nice.
We're
I'm
getting these.
also gonna jot down the runes
Okay.
and then the exact locations of the circle that they're on.
Okay, you get it pretty much the same. The best you could do from the short amount of time you were on there.
Nice. If I do it a few more times, I could probably give it to like a wizard and help them figure out how to do the spell if they're high enough level.
Probably.
Nice.
But yeah, you're now in that room, and there are a few guards around, not saying anything, not doing anything, and you're there just in the center of this room with a similar steel door that you came into on the outside of the room.
I'm gonna say as a passing thing, "Oh, hey Jerry," and see if any one of them perks up. Dun, dun, dun.
No
What?
reaction.
Must have been the other guy. Come on, let's go. We have a date with a dragon. By the way, do any of you know exactly where the dragon is? We have like a general location, but
You ask one of the guards, and this individual says, well, generally, yeah, a lot of people know where the dragon lives, so it's not really too hard to find, I don't think. Just ask around in the city for a little while.
Nah, we're just gonna go to where it says on the map and look around.
Okay.
If we
I have a spell for that. Don't worry.
Yeah, Sarquin's thought is if we stay around the city, we're going to hear one of their problems, and then someone's going to want to go and help them, or I'm going to want to help them, and it's just going to be,
Okay, so you exit out of the area then?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you walk out of the room into a similar formatted room that you saw the clerk in Hearthfire. You see that it is a different individual there and different guards again. And as you come out of the room, the individual turns around and you see that it's a woman half-elf, and she goes, "Have a safe trip. All right, enjoy Maryville." And she just goes back to her work. And then you exit out of the room, and you exit out. This is actually only a singular building that you were in. You exit out, and it seems like you are in a completely different city. This one seems to be a little bit more what you're used to seeing in regards to cities in Grey Rock. Similar structures, things like that.
I'm asking the guard for the exit.
The what?
I'm asking the guard for where the exit is.
Okay, they point you to the direction of there are many exits to the city. There's one on the north, the south, east, west. So
which one which one is the one that's like on the direction of the dragons?
The north
cave. North, okay. Beautiful city you have here.
It's like, beautiful city, have to go.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're walking towards the north exit, the gate, and you see, as you're walking down the streets, it's not really lively at this time, but it seems to have an air of laid back and happy, almost, like the air around it. You hear music playing in different areas. Seems
banjo like music, or
can't really tell.
Like, are we in the boonies?
No. More like happy little tunes. Flutes, things like that. And as you're walking towards the north, you happen across a couple different, cool-looking shops, cool-looking taverns, things like that. You actually see an individual in the middle of the road just standing there, looking at a map, just looking completely confused as to what's going on. He seems to be a human male, and he seems to have this sort of like dark brownish hair and like little tanned skin. He just seems to be confused at the moment.
Does he have purple pants?
And he does not.
Okay. Well, I mean, we already have a human, so we don't need one. So let's keep going.
What? Well, let's at least help him.
Fine.
Send him where he's going. Excuse me, sir. Do you need any help?
Yes, actually. See, I'm not from around here, and I'm going to see someone. If you could help me, point it to the direction.
Are you going to the dragon? Are you going to the dragon?
Actually, yes. I wanted to speak.
Okay, we're heading that way. Fine, you can come with us. And I grab him and I'm like, let's go! To it!
I'm sorry. He's very excited to go.
I can see that.
Now, why are you going to the dragon?
I wanted to ask the dragon some questions, see if he could spare any of its knowledge to me. I'm a bit, say, obsessed with dragons a little bit, so...
Oh, I see.
Oh my gosh,
well, Sarquin is
much
here,
in
too.
common.
All right. This new random addition to your little group, you head on more towards the north side of the.
I'm gonna have him tell me all about dragons, everything he knows about dragons on the way there, everything, and I'm gonna take detailed notes.
A lot of the stuff that he says is a lot of the stuff that you basically have heard of before, just in a different way.
Wait, I have a question. I should have asked this before. But can I do like a knowledge nature check to see if I know like more about dragons than the average Joe? Or no.
Sure.
Go ahead.
16.
I mean, you know a little bit more. I mean, it's about the same as what he's telling you, so it's not too not anything really new or exciting you've heard of, but it's definitely. You know, he's giving you some good information from what he knows. I'm
gonna ask him if he knows how to speak Draconic and Draconic.
You see his head sort of go, what? That was
I asked you if you knew. I asked you if you knew how to speak Draconic and Draconic. Yeah.
He just sort of falls quiet.
So off to see the dragon.
The wonderful dragon of Maryville.
Yeah, I shamed him.
Oh my gosh. So as you continue to walk, there actually happens to be another individual that is this individual caught your eye as the way that this individual is dressed is a bit, different as the amount of.
Does he have purple pants?
My question is he wearing a hood and robes?
No. This individual is not a he
Wait, it was
at
purple
all.
pants, right?
Oh, she.
It was a brown shirt and purple pants, right?
No, stop it.
Oh. No, Gollendor, I was asking if that was what he was wearing.
Oh, yeah, he was wearing that when you first met him.
So that's why I keep asking. I'm asking, is it Gollendor?
No, is she a human?
Looking it up right now. She is a halfling. You see that she's wearing a short sleeve shirt with leather pants, has a backpack on, like a backpack full of like what it seems to be writing equipment, with like papers like out of the top and stuff. She has small glasses on. She has frizzy, sort of curly brown hair, and she has freckles on her nose and on her forehead. And she is just sort of looking at you and sort of like, excuse me. And she sort of comes.
Are you going to the dragon too? That's where we're going.
I was not planning on it, but
Okay.
But
what's up?
Where
what's up?
Where are you all from? You know, definitely not from around here.
I'm from the City of Leaves.
Lots of places. Northbridge, and then the Forest, and then Grey Rock.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to ask, why are there so many people with you? Are you one of those people who go around doing whatever and
like adventurers?
Yeah,
yeah, we're adventurers And
For the king of Castle Greyrock.
May I come
their
with you?
adventures for the king. Yes, but you need to know that we're probably going to end up fighting a war against the wilds eventually. So if you don't want to get caught up in a war, you probably want to stay away from us.
That's even better. That'd be like a great story.
Are you a writer?
I love you.
Oh, of course.
so
I make
much.
children's books.
Oh God,
You
that's
make
true.
children's books.
I'm looking for the next great story, and
Oh my gosh, have you heard about Tom?
I have
Oh
not.
my gosh.
He's a guard from Silverwell who ended up killing a dragon with a butter knife and a giant with a spoon. Bluff!
Bluff. Oh, that's hilarious. She's gonna make that a book. That's so. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god. She's gonna roll against that. She failed.
Yes! Oh!
She did not beat
She's
yours.
gonna write a book about it now, Sarquin. Like Tom's gonna be like, "What's this?" in the store.
She goes, "Oh my goodness! You have to give me all of the details." As she
I give
whips
her all
out
the details.
this pamphlet, as she just starts literally she pulls out like bookmaking materials as she's writing
Yes.
down everything right now.
I tell her his full name. I tell her where he works. I tell her like when he did it. I make it really spectacular, and I say, "So now you might also want to put in the book that some people say it's embellished, but me,
Oh, of course.
I believe this man with my life."
Good to know.
Oh.
Oh goodness! This will make a
And
great story.
he is very. And if some people go to find him, you might also want to put in his book. He's very, very, very humble man. He will deny it because he does not want us to fawn over him. He is so humble.
You
but-
you see her go. She's just like furiously writing.
But he did do it, no matter how much he denies it. He's just afraid of praise because he doesn't want to be the hero that he knows he is.
That's a good line. As she writes it down verbatim.
Yes! Oh,
Sarquin, you're gonna read this book later.
oh
In the
my
store.
gosh. Oh, this book is going to get back to Tom, and he's going to hate it so
Oh my
much.
goodness. So at this point, she's like, "Oh, I have one story that is going to be so great, but I want to make another one about you all, if that's okay."
Oh, that's going to be awesome, because I'm going to become a dragon disciple.
Do not know what that is, but that sounds interesting.
Basically, I'm just going to learn how to fight better from a dragon.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
And she pulls out another piece of paper, a different one, and she goes, "So, since you are like an adventuring party or whatever, people like to have names associated with a whole bunch of people. So if you are called something, then I could use
look
that
at-
for the book. Or if you don't know, you could just tell me later. That's fine too. Just
Like as
I
a
look
group.
No, I look at Onavok, and then I go, I think I have a name.
she goes, you just decide when you decide. Just let me know, and I'll write it down. And if it changes, that's fine too. Just let me know whenever, okay? But I'll be like a fly on the wall, and I'll just be in the back writing down everything.
I go to Onavok and say, we could call ourselves the Drakes. Because we
Why?
have as much power as a dragon. We're smaller than them.
We'll talk about it. Let's go.
Damn it!
Okay. As a
Nice.
halfling individual just goes, "Oh, this is gonna be so much fun."
So who's with us now? The guy that wants to talk to the dragon and the story lady. What's her name?
You did not ask her. You have no clue.
Excuse
gosh,
me,
she has-
miss. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Lily.
Lily. Okay.
Lily Goodleaf, at your service. Well, no.
Have you ever been in love, Lily?
Because I'm not gonna fight or anything. I'm just here to write down notes and make a good story.
Are you married?
Sounds good.
No.
Well, you're. Oh, I just want to know because you're gonna know a lot about us, and you're probably gonna want our stories, like get some backstory from us to get really juicy in depth. So I just figured that we know about you, we'd feel a bit better about telling you our backstories and such.
Okay, I guess.
Okay. And I'm just going to ask random questions like, how old are you? Where are you from? To her as we go.
Okay. You get that information, and it's just like, oh, I'm...
Some questions may be a bit too personal, but,
Okay.
When she goes, I don't want to answer that, Sarkin goes, come on, I'd answer it. I've had sex 5 times.
Oh my
7
god.
if you count that one time in Reno.
Anyways, thanks, Sarquin.
My goodness. But yeah, as you make your way out of Maryville and towards the area that was distinguished beforehand.
Hold on, I have to do stuff so that you don't hear my dogs going insane. There we go.
Where's that dog?
Where's that dog?
But yeah, so you exit out of the city of Maryville onto the area that was set out beforehand with 2 new people in tow.
Okay. Let's go to the dragon.
Okay.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check on my egg.
Okay.
Does it look closer to hatching? Because it's been about a month.
Make a nature.
Oh crap! I have to go back to my computer. I got up. Hold on.
Actually, no. You would actually have been looking at it for a while, so I'll just say it looks closer to being hatched.
Okay.
It's not there yet, but it seems to be closer.
That thing's gonna burst open in the middle of the night and eat your face off.
It can't do enough damage. It cannot do enough damage to kill me in one hit. Anyway, yeah.
I think it might
keep going.
be another month or 2 before this thing hatches, but...
Okay.
But yeah, so you exit the city, head up to the area marked out beforehand.
Can I ask Onavok a question, like, as we're going?
Yes.
I'm going to ask him, so since you're a necromancer, would you know how to transfer a piece of your essence into something?
Semi-yes and semi-no.
Well, I was wondering that because I was thinking that if you could teach me how to do that, I could do it to the egg. That way that when this thing hatches, it will be able to somewhat see me as an ally or something. We could communicate better, probably.
Are you saying you want to transfer part of your soul?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I definitely cannot
like
do that.
Harry Potter and a Horcrux.
In fact, I've only ever even heard of one person that can do that, and he is the most powerful necromancer I'd ever heard of. So, maybe if I become the most powerful necromancer you've ever heard of, then yes, I could definitely help you do that.
Man. Or we could go find this powerful necromancer that, like, raised you. Maybe he knows.
I don't... Raised me. I'm not dead.
No, like as from a child and trying.
I don't know if he's that powerful.
Well, you've
we'll torture him until.
He was the one.
Would I know if he was a level 20?
You know that he's not that powerful. You know that he's.
Yeah.
You know he's
That's
skilled in some areas, but he's not like the best.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
You'd have to search, like, you'd have to literally, no. And another thing, if you would never find a necromancer that would help you do that. That's the other thing.
I'll torture them until they do, and then I keep going.
Okay. Alright, so, as that's going on, you're going up to the Metallic Dragons area around there. What you see before you is just rolling hills in the distance. Not too much that would give out that a dragon would be living here, just on first glance. As you move closer and closer, you see that one of the larger hills seems to be would constitute for a dragon home. and you would be able to walk up to it and inspect it further.
Let's do
Totally
it.
doing that. Yep, totally doing that.
Okay. I know for a fact that you would just continue to search until you found something. So.
Yep.
You take like a couple hours. You actually find what looks to be some sort of cave entrance in in the base of the hill, and it seems to be fairly large as well. But like tucked away in a corner in the back, like is the entrance, and you have to go through the thing afterwards. But
Real
you find
quick,
it nonetheless.
what's the dragon's name? Because we learned it, but I didn't write it down because I didn't know how to spell it. And before I could ask, we got like sidetracked and I forgot.
The name is Urgelbree. And I can type that out as well if that is needed.
I've got it so I can say it properly right here. So.
Are you
So
just
we're
gonna
in
yell
the
out his
cave?
name?
Okay.
Or at the entrance?
In Draconic, I go, Urgelbree, old friend, I'm back.
You wait for a while. You don't hear any response.
Damn it. Okay, I go deeper.
Okay, you go in deeper. It's twisting and winding around. And after a while, the individual who was walking with you goes, "This is odd. Usually, wouldn't you think dragons would be in their home?"
Yes, that's why I'm weirded out.
We took too long.
I'm gonna. No, that's. I could try to locate him if you want me to.
Well, I mean, we haven't explored in. But do you?
No, with magic.
Yeah. The individual was like, Don't you think the dragons have some sort of resistance to that, or?
No, they could resist. They could try to resist it, but then he'd know.
We could always give it a shot. I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
Or we could just try not to make the dragon angry at us.
Do you really think that's
I'm
going
sure
to make a
it'll be
dragon
fine.
angry?
I don't know. Maybe. I say we just
He
keep on
seems like a
going for a
chill
little
guy.
while.
Yeah,
Well,
least
let's just
until
keep on
we-
going for a little.
Until we
I'll
get to like
trust
an
you.
open area or something in the cavern to see if maybe he's hiding in there somewhere.
No,
I'll trust you for a little bit. You know more about
Wait, hold
dragons
on.
than I do.
Why do you say that
I
like
want to
that?
do.
Well,
I
I'm-
sense
I'm
motive to see.
I'm trying to find the dragon just like you.
Well, no, I know, but I'm
I'm
just
doing
saying
a
that.
sense motive to see if he's trying to find the dragon for any ill reason, or
Okay.
if he's trying to find the dragon at all.
Okay.
$16.
Okay. Let's see. I'm rolling to see how much you get out of it. If I can find the thing where it was. Oh, that's like a okay. That's a. You gain that he's trying to look for the dragon. I mean, other than that, nothing really pops out as ill intent.
You know what? It's what, a 10-minute casting time max? Just try your thing. Oh no,
Let me.
At that point, the individual goes, "If you're going to do that, and it takes that long, I'm just going to go into the cave some more and try to find it." And he just starts walking off down the cave.
Okay.
Well, I don't actually know how long it takes.
Is there like a, who is it? Who's Aaron's friend, Marvin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him, and give him a look of, can you follow that guy? Like, stealthily?
Marvin's like, well, I could, but I really want to stay with the group.
Gotcha.
I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah, what if I get caught?
Reconnaissance. You can outrun him, right?
I don't know.
Damn. Well, too late now. You spent too long arguing.
Yeah, at this point, the figure has already disappeared along the cave.
Should we follow him, or should I try to find the dragon?
Well, let's follow him.
Alright.
Okay. You follow in behind where the individual led off to. A couple minutes later, what feels like a couple minutes later, you come to see this individual again standing in what seems to be a vast open stonework, like not stonework, but like rough stone cavern. And he's just standing there, just looking around, like in the middle almost.
Yell his name again.
No, hold on. I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna do the spell now.
The individual goes, do you want to come in here a little bit further? See if you can find him?
I'm gonna do a sense motive on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think, yeah.
You see him put his hand up to his head like, I can't see much down here.
Damn, I'm not good at sense motive. I'm gonna look at it.
That's hella weird.
I wanna see.
That's weird.
Sarquin, he seems to be honest.
I can cast... wait, okay, so he says that, but I'm like, my spell works from back here, too.
Oh. Okay. I guess.
In fact, it actually works better if I'm standing in a corner because I have to face a certain direction.
Hold on. I'm gonna check real quick to see what spells I got.
Okay. At that point, you see the individual sort of bend down and start looking at things on the ground.
I'm gonna look at my little snake, and I'm gonna go. Hey, buddy, go in there.
I'm just gonna cast a spell, Sarquin. I'm gonna find him.
Snake goes in there.
Sarquin, I'm just gonna find him.
How long does it take to do that?
It's literally one standard action. Here, I'll post it. It's a locate creature.
Okay, so 6 seconds.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me show you.
Okay. Radius of 400 feet.
Plus 4 feet per caster level. 40 feet per caster level.
Okay.
So pretty much this whole room.
Yeah, definitely. It's okay. I'm just checking something right here.
That last sentence is like confusing. Or like second to last. I also have another spell. Oh, the one that's like... This spell can locate a creature of a specific kind or specific creature known to you. It cannot find a creature of a certain type. What does that mean?
Oh, like...
It can't find... If you're like looking directly for... I want to see if a dragon is nearby. You can't find any and every dragon. You need to know the creature.
Yeah.
So, like, if you were, I want to look for Urgelbree, and you knew Urgelbree was a dragon. If it was that specific dragon, you could look for it.
Yeah. Alright,
so you have to be specific.
I'm looking for him.
Okay.
There's no. He doesn't get a saving throw, so.
Yeah, it just sort of happens. So is this like you know it's there, or do you know exactly where it is?
So basically, I turn and sense when I am facing the direction of the creature to be located, provided it's within range. And I also know which direction the creature is moving if he is.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not like you know exactly where it is. Like, oh, the direction's this way.
Yes, I know exactly.
Cool.
I know the direction is. So, like, if I'm pointing, if I look down and I've sensed that he's down, I'm like, oh, he's deeper in the cave.
Okay, so you cast this and move where the individual is basically like going down and like looking around. You sense that it's that way. Like,
wait, like towards the ground?
No, like if you're looking and that individual who's like, you know, messing around in the dirt, if you're looking at him, the sense is like that way. Like,
okay,
you don't know how far, but it's like...
Okay, I'm gonna, since this thing lasts 10 minutes, I'm just gonna start walking that way. I'll be like, follow me.
Well, no, Sarkman would have already walked to that guy, and he's gonna go up and kind of go, okay, look, we're in a dragon's den. Dragons are known to have dangerous lairs. I don't want someone like you who doesn't look like they have any form of protection to get hurt, so I'll be by you to protect you if you need it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna
something.
take out his sword and shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something. I'm going to make a semicircle around the guy.
Okay. So you're walking up right now. Right now you're walking up towards him.
Like I'm just going to circle around, kind of.
Okay.
Well, what I want to see is if he's a dragon that's a human form.
Gotcha. Cool.
If it's yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So sorry. You were talking to him, and you're starting to walk around. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So
Yeah, I'm looking around. I'm like concerned that this guy isn't being completely truthful with us, but he can tell from what I said that I really do want to protect him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, cool. And all right. The individual then stands up, brushes off his clothes, goes, all right. Want to head in further, or?
Well, I walked around him.
Yeah, you're walking around him right now.
Does the sense like pull towards him, or is it behind him?
Right now, like as you're walking around, he is then like he hasn't stayed in the same place. As he said that, he walked over and he's starting to go up to a side of the cave to inspect it.
I'm gonna grab him real quick and keep him still. And
I'm trying to do a circle around him to see if the sense points towards him as I do a circle around him.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him still, and I go, real quick, my friend's doing something, it'll only take a few seconds, and then we can investigate further. I don't want to, that you go somewhere and me stand here to let him do his thing, and, like, something happened to you.
He's like, why do you care so much? And just, please, get off. And he's just sort of... Like,
Did he give him enough time to do his circle?
To do a circle? It gave him enough time to, like, get in line of sight with him again at, like, a different angle. And it seems that the sense got moved to in line of sight with with that individual.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, the individual goes, "Stop it!" Ah.
No, I would have let him go. Like,
okay,
when he was like struggling, I would have been like, "Okay, dude, calm down."
Okay, he let go, and Onabak, as you finish the semicircle and you notice this, the individual has gone up to the wall and goes, this is troublesome. He places his foot on the wall and starts climbing, just walking on the wall up.
Oh, piss!
And then he goes, well, surprised you didn't do that earlier. As you see the form just
Oh great! Oh great! Do we have spells? Where
As-
are my spells?
As you see that the color starts to change into this metallic sort of color as these scales start to form on this individual's body. You see that he's growing in size immensely, clinging onto the wall, and within just a couple of seconds, you see that same dragon that flew overhead of Old Crest, clinging onto the wall above you.
He's like, oh.
Darkwing says in Draconic, it's been a while.
He lets go of the wall.
Sarquin now looks like completely serious, and like everything that's happening isn't really phasing him at all.
I'm pissing myself.
Okay.
Not literally, but
the dragon then says, "Well, that was fun." As he then just sort of lays down.
I sheathe my sword and I'm like, we're not gonna fight a dragon.
Yeah, you see now that this dragon is very, very large. It is huge in size. It takes up a lot of the space in here in this tavern, in the cavern, as it just sort of you like my little trick?
One of us went invisible, so I mean, you kind of need to beat that, I guess.
As you say that, he goes, "Oh." He then, you see a flash of energy around his eyes as the stonework beneath you, Sarquin, immediately turns into mud as you sink in a little bit, and again the arcane goes. Stone starts to form again, locking you in place about up to your knees in stone. He then goes, "How about that?"
That was pretty cool.
Do you need help, Sarquin?
No.
Okay.
And he's like giving this like kind of like I'm having fun, but he's still serious.
Okay, and at that point,
like he is in a point that nothing's phasing him. Like right. He doesn't.
And at that point, the dragon turns the rock back into mud, allows you to get out, and turns the mud back into rock.
There's mud in my boots.
At that point, he goes, "So, you took me up on my offer then?"
Yeah, I need help.
Hello to you too, then.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were going to do this whole hello thing, and I was going to be really nice and happy to see you, but then, it kind of got weird when you were that guy, so that kind of, Yeah, but hey, at least you're keeping your human form in shape. Or one of your human forms, I don't know. You could turn into a lady for all I know. Anyway.
Hello, dragon, are you there?
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was talking to my dad.
Oh.
What did you say?
I was gonna say, anyway, I kinda have a favor to ask. And now I'm switching to Dracon.
He then sort of crosses his arms and lays his head down on the arms, just sort of resting there. Yes.
I'm switching to Draconic now, and I'm gonna go, okay. So, we have a problem in the wilds that's growing. There's an army that is being forged there, and it will basically throw this entire region, most likely, into chaos. And by region, I mean continent. And so, I was hoping that while I don't expect you to help us in war of any sense, I was hoping that you could lend your knowledge to me. teach me to be more like a dragon in my fighting, so that I may, with my party, prevent a war that would tear through the continent.
Hmm. That is all you require?
Pretty much, yeah. I was hoping we could keep you out of it because, I really don't want you to be... I want to keep you out of the fight because I don't want you to have to be concerned with, if you get into it, that these beasts, like an army of beasts, would invade your lair. What I'm hoping to do is stop everything before they leave the wilds and make sure there is no war. You're not going to get attacked. No one's going to get attacked. That's going to be my goal.
A noble one at that. So what exactly are you asking from me in regards to knowledge?
Just, take me on as a student for a week or two?
He wants to be your disciple. I say in Draconic.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you can speak Draconic?
Yeah, you can.
Surprise!
Oh my god! Sarquin immediately goes from serious to, oh my god, you can speak Draconic. Why didn't you tell me? Never mind, we have bigger fish to fry. Oh yeah, and Satoria is picking up a pretty good bits and pieces, like sentences here and there, because I have been teaching her.
Yeah, she knows some of it. She doesn't know the entire conversation, though.
Yeah.
She gets parts of it, like the easy stuff, but...
yeah. Like at and hi.
Yeah.
And oh my god.
Basically. So, as you mentioned, a disciple, he goes, and... no offense, but I have no need for disciples.
I chime in and I go, not now. But, taking on me as a disciple, I could prevent an army from disturbing you and possibly, I don't know, collapsing your cave and making you have to move.
That is no trouble for me. There are plenty of hills around the area.
Yeah, but if they collapse your cave in and you lose all of your gold and all of your work, surely there's some, I don't know, attachment to your cave. I mean, you've made this your own. And if you don't give me this power and train me to use it, I don't know if we're going to be able to defeat what's in those woods. I mean, yeah, we got a bunch of people, and we're rather strong, but they have an army.
To be honest, I see no reason to do this, mainly because this has happened before, and I already know the outcome of what happened then. It'll probably be the same as what happens whenever this war you keep on talking about occurs.
They have a champion of Gurmash. There's an entire army of necromancers in the Evergreens that they might be allied with. We don't know yet. They have the necromancers, from what I gathered from Onavok, have a lich. There is a monstrous vampire who is killing other vampires who aren't hurting anyone and tormenting someone in our party. We need to grow stronger. And this is my way of protecting people I care about.
Can I intercept? Not intercept.
Intercept.
Intervene.
Yes, intervene something.
Go ahead.
And not only that, but all these armies in the wilds and armies in the forests, have a lot of loot, if I would say so myself.
And I care about that how?
Don't all dragons care about a little bit of treasure?
Most, yes. I'm a different kind of dragon.
Do you care about knowledge?
Not particularly.
What could we offer you that would let you think about taking me as a disciple?
Let's see. You see his face sort of wince a little bit and just sort of thinking at first, but then you start to look and it seems like he's in pain now.
Are you okay?
You now hear his breath start to falter.
Can I see if he's like to the point of whatever he's sick with or afflicted with is killing him?
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Okay. What would that be?
You could do a straight knowledge.
Like any knowledge, or there's no straight knowledge?
I mean, you could do either nature or arcana if you think like, oh, maybe this is a magical effect, or if it's a natural thing.
I'll do both because I'm
Okay.
gonna consult basically my knowledge.
Go ahead.
Okay. So 24 and a 13.
Okay.
Arcana is 24.
Arcana, you know this is definitely no arcane thing. The nature, you got no clue about that one. But you know for a fact this is not arcane in nature.
I'm gonna ask.
At
Look
this
to
point,
Onavok and see if he knows.
you see the dragon's form start to... his head comes up, arms just sort of... in pain, just like quietly breathing. This is happening for a couple of minutes. As then...
in the back of my head, I'm thinking...
There's no movement.
What?
In the back of my head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna raise a dragon.
Okay,
Oh
and
God,
there's no more movement. You wait for a couple minutes.
I'm gonna start
No movement.
inching forward to see if he's okay.
Okay, you inch forward, right up next to the dragon's face.
I'm gonna put my hand on its nose-ish
Okay,
to see if I can, I don't know, feel if there's any life in it.
okay,
Well, do we have medicine in this
you do.
version? Okay, so I'll use that. Hold on. Would that be heal, or is it actually a medicine check?
It's actually a medicine check.
No, it's not. The only M is
heal,
move
yeah.
silently. Yeah, heal. Bah.
Well, I mean, he's still warm, but
Okay. I'm gonna back up just a bit and kind of move to the side just in case he wakes up and breathes fire or something.
okay. So you back up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Are you okay?
Nothing happens.
So does anyone know any healing magic?
Let me look.
Yo, Naf.
Yo,
Nav
Nav.
is like, I do have healing magic.
Okay. Try it all, I guess, maybe?
He says, okay. as he walks up, using, I believe he has lay on hands, using it, steps back.
Doesn't he have cure wounds too? Or is that not a thing?
I don't think he has cure wounds. He has like other
Okay.
paladin stuff. He uses what he can, and he steps back. Seems to be of no effect. You don't really see any change.
In my understanding of death, in my master of death, do I understand that he is dead, in fact?
You can make a, you can make a, you make a check with that. Gosh, what would that be? I believe that would be a nature check, but with you being necromancer, I'd give you advantage on it, I guess.
Swag, McGee. Knowledge, nature, got it. 1, 2.
Okay.
16.
Nice, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I made it out.
You don't really. You got no clue.
No, great.
I'm gonna look at my hand, and I'm gonna say to the thing, do you think that perhaps you could go into the dragon just a bit, not much, like piercing into the blood just a bit, see if there's blood flow, to see if the dragon is still alive?
Your response is, possibly.
I go, okay. I'm gonna kind of pat. Yeah, I'm gonna pat the dragon on the side of the face, and I go, forgive me for this, but I must check to see if you're alive. And then I'm gonna put it on his leg, and I'm gonna say, go just deep enough to see if there's blood flow, then come out.
Okay. Go ahead and just go ahead and make an attack roll, just because.
+5, which would be that, and then plus 25.
Okay, yep, easy enough. As it goes in, comes back out. At that moment, the eye of the dragon opens up and goes.
Oh. I was making sure you were alive.
You're a trickster.
He goes, did I get you?
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. We couldn't figure out.
I like your tricks.
Thank you. As he then stands up.
Well, I guess we all have our pastimes, and that's a pretty fun pastime, to be honest.
Then he goes, so, let's continue talking about your proposals. And
yeah.
that's where I'm gonna end it, because it's, I know that I need to get off. I know Parker, you need to leave, so.
Yep.
So
I'm going to a movie.
Yeah, I have fun about that. But hey, you made it to the dragon.
Yeah, and I actually attacked him too. So yeah.
The touch AC for this guy is like 8.
Nice. Touch AC is 8. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was my modifier.
Yeah, you would have had to roll a crit miss for it to not pierce through.
And then technically that still would have pierced through, but due to being a crit miss.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, cool. So, eggs off of those. So yeah, that was an interesting one. You teleported, got to Maryville, got a storyteller to write down the story of Tom.
Yeah.
And to write down your adventures from now on. And you met a individual who turned out to be the dragon. Who was in the city.
I saw that. I was like, this guy's being weird. I was like...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully that was at least fun or entertaining. But
It was.
but yeah. All right. Wish you'd go on longer, but nah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We got another week. It's all right. We got more weeks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off, but that was fun. And
Yeah.
Sweet.
Catch you guys later.
all right, later.
Later.